So hi, I'm Yogalakshmi from Stella Maris College. So my survey is about signature verification system. So the main agenda of my survey is that nowadays signature is playing a vital role. As we all know, even in banking, we need signature. So this signature need to be verified. So wherever we go, we need signature. So to avoid misuses and of other stuffs, um, we need to verify our signature in a proper way. So here we are going to see some of the different approaches towards signature verification system. So this is the main agenda of my survey. Um, so nowadays this verification is done manually. So you can see when you go bank, when you give a check to the person who is sitting there, they will check manually. They will check and give the required things to you. So that is not that much accurate, right? Because the if the third parties or the other person can we can have the chance of them to use their signatures in the someone's check. So it cannot be identified in this method. We cannot identify manually whether it is an original signature or a forgeried signature. So signature recognition and verification has need to be improved to avoid the vulnerability. So here we'll be having two types of signature verification. um, one is the offline signature verification technique. The other one will be an online signature verification technique. Offline signature is a static approach, which is based on a static characteristics on the signature. Here we doesn't have any software or any other hardware specifically, but online signature needs a lot of hardware and other devices need to be required. So in online, we'll be having a pen-based tablets which is provided to the user. So the user need to do their signature in that particular tablet. They are not allowed to do their signature in a pen and paper. So so while doing the signature in the pen-based tablets, all those characteristic will be recorded. So this is about online and offline techniques. So the next will be the methodologies. We'll be having some of the methodologies to decide whether the signature is genuine or a forged one. So the methodology involves some of the steps. So these are the steps. So first, the signature need to be made. So that is set to be an input. And once the signature is made, we need to be collect those signatures. So in signature accusation stage, the signature collection will be happen. If suppose it is done in an online mode, the signature is accused. If it happens in the offline mode, then the signature will be captured or scanned in the camera, and it will be converted to the JPEG image, and that signature will be accused. So this is about the accusation part, and the next will be a pre-processing stage. In pre-processing stage, we'll be remove the noise. I mean noise in the sense, while doing your signature, some of the things is not required, right? Some of them will place a dot by mistake or a line. So that is not the part of the actual signature. So that will be removed in this stage. And next will be the feature extraction. Feature extraction will be have the two types, like global and local. Here it will extract the features like momentum, pressure, velocity, break points, writing angle will be extracted. All those things will be extracted in the feature extraction stage. And the final thing is a verification. So after all these stages, the verification part will be happen to identify whether your signature is an original one or a duplicate, a forged one. So this is about the methodologies. The methodology is important for any signature verification system. And the next one will be, these are some of the techniques which is identified by many different authors. So the first one was the first author, Ashaf Adil, invented in 2018. The paper's title was Handwritten Signature Verification Using Hash Cascaded Approach. So for the first time, he introduced the handwritten signature verification. Along with the another author, they both invented the introduced the hash cascaded approach for handwritten signature verification. So they used two data set, one for Persian writers and the another for English writers, and they obtained the accuracy of about 92.42% using the UT-SIG data set. And the second one will be Eleanor Lay, and along with the another different authors. In 2018, the paper name was Handwritten Signature Verification Using Whisk-Ohm Devices. They proposed motion capturing with the help of the whisk devices sensor. While doing signature, that is to train a machine learning classifier to identify the given signature is an individual forged one or a genuine one. So signature which are written on a document such as checks or mails. So after evolution, the signature will be captured by using the whisk devices and obtain the accuracy of about 98.52%. And then the third one will be Suhail Hoth along with the another author in 2011. The name of the paper was Apply Multi-Layer Preciptons Neural Network for Offline Signature Verification and Recognitions. So they use the offline approach, which starts with the scanning of the image in the system. Then quality is modified throughout, enhancing the image, and the noise reduction, feature extraction, and then finally the training of the neural network takes place to verify the genuineness of the signature. And they discuss the various stages include pre-processing the image, feature extraction, pattern recognition throughout the neural network. For training the neural network, propagation algorithm was used and obtained the error rate of about 21.2% is reported in this approach, and it is a great improvement compared to the other studies that reported error rate of about 44.9%. So the next one will be Kia Abrihan, and along with the another author in 2019, the name was on usage of autoencoders and Sesame network for online handwritten signature verification. So they proposed a global feature extraction framework for the automatic verification of the online signature, which aims for distinguish between the negative and the positive signature samples automatically. So autoencoders and the Sesame networks were used and applied the different data set. So they applied so many different data set to get best result. And the next will be by Gabby Alves. In 2016, the name was Online Signature Verification with Convolutional Neural Network, which aims to do the offline signature verification using CNNs. The model is constructed on the architecture of VGG16. So they achieve the accuracy of about 97% for Dutch language and 95% for Chinese language signatures. So the next one will be Lewis along with the another different authors. In 2016, the name of the paper was Writer Independent Feature Learning for Offline Signature Verification using Deep CNNs. So they projected the two-stage framework on offline signature verification based on writer-independent feature learning and writer-dependent classification. So the deep CNN learns features in writer-independent format and obtain the feature representation on set of the other user that are trained on writer-dependent classifiers. Finally, these method achieved lower error rate and not stable across multiple users and data sets. So the next one will be by Jahadada along with the different authors in 2019. The name of the paper was Offline Signature Verification using Deep Learning CNN Architectures, Google Net, Inspection V1 and Inspection V3. So they has worked on two CNN architecture using deep learning CNN architecture, Google Net architectures, and they used the algorithms. So these algorithms were firstly trained on the samples of 20 users and achieved an accuracy of about 83% in inspection V1 and 75% for inspection V3, and proved that these two algorithms are successfully used for verification individual and organization using handwritten signatures. So the data set comparisons of signature of 1,000 users, each of them having 24 original signature and 13 forged signature. So this is from inspection V1 and inspection V3. The percentage of accuracy of about 83 and 75. And the next will be by Ruben Tolosana and along with different authors in 2018. The name was Exploring RNN for Online Handwritten Signature Biometric. So they proposed a writer-independent signature verification in online system based on RNNs with Sesame architecture. So the method used the performance improvement of online signature verifications are based on the combination of long short-term memory and graded recurrent unit system with the Sesame architecture. And the next will be by Xavier in 2019. The name was Online Signature Verification using DAG CNN. So they focused on the offline signature verification for classifying and verifying the signatures of 3 users. By using the writer independent method, the training and testing data set was created manually. So once the network was trained and tested, they obtained the accuracy of about 99.4% and 99.3%. So the next one will be by Filling in 2019. The name was Deep HSV, User Independent Offline Signature Verification using 2-channel CNN. So they proposed a 2-channel CNN network called 2C2L for overfitting issues. The network will be put into the reference and the query signature concatenation. The CNN layer output are 2 logits, which measures the similarity between the query and the reference signatures. So the dropout layer are added explicitly and a 2 logit layers to make the network less prone to overfitting. So for testing, only one reference signature was used by the proposed method, and the training the system is independent from the queried users. So these are the things that is comes under the literature review. by many different authors. Many different solutions and many different problems was identified, and these are the data set. These are the commonly used data set for research purposes, for mainly for signature verification. So while doing a research person can make use of these data sets. Some of the data sets are listed here, which is GPDS signature 960, MCYT 75, GPDS signature 160, GPDS synthetic signature. So so coming to the conclusion, so signature is not similar to all of us. So even we can have same name to different person, but those two person cannot have same signatures. And nowadays signature is that much important for in many fields. So that signature need to be verified to avoid misuses. So for verifying the signatures, from this study, I understood that compared to the offline signature verification system, online signature verification system is better for verification purpose. So verification is very important. So we saw about different techniques and different methodologies for signature verification system. So I conclude by saying offline signature verification is not that much good compared to the online signature verification technique. So these are the references that I took to complete my survey. So thank you.